Humans started out loving and cooperative and selfless, living in this metaphorical Garden of Eden state of cooperativeness that the bonobos, chimpanzees, are living on the threshold of this utterly cooperative state that was achieved through nurturing, right? And so children come into the world now instinctively, still expecting it to be like that. And we've never been able to explain the human condition, certainly not in an honest way. Why we lost our innocence, became corrupted, or the fallen state, as it's in religious terms, that we lost our innocence. So children come into the world and try to understand the wrongness that the world's suddenly nothing like what they expected. So they, from that happy childhood state, they progressively become more worried and troubled by the imperfection of the world around them, and not only the world around them, but they start to discover the human condition within themselves, that they are full of angers and egocentricities and insecurities and uncertainties and frustrations and indifferences to others. They become preoccupied with their own pain. The question of the human condition, of why the world's not perfect, why they're not perfect, why they're no longer cooperative, selfless, and loving, why their instinctive self is offended by the way they are, their conscience, they get more and more troubled by that. And so at 12 or 13, they start to think deeply about it and go deeper and deeper into this, trying to make sense of the wrongness of the world. And very quickly they learn that adults, for some reason, don't want to talk about the imperfection of the world, because in fact they're already resigned to living in denial of this whole issue. So children going through resignation quickly learn that they have to just wrestle with this unbearable issue of the wrongness of the world around them and within them, without the ability to discuss it with anybody. By about 13 or 14 or 15, this question gets deeper and deeper and more depressing and confronting and unbearable. And at a certain point, without the bridging explanation, the bridging understanding of why they're not ideally behaved anymore, why the whole human race is in such a messed up state, that it's too depressing to try to face that issue. Because all you're going to find, if you can't explain it, why you're good when you appear to be bad, you're just going to end in terrible depressions. When children reach the crisis point, when they're trying to face down the issue of the human condition being the imperfection of human life and their own life, it gets so depressing that they have no choice but to block it out, to resign, to never looking at that terrifying issue again.